Hi everyone, this is Trent with Road Assist, and today I've got some tires in front of me, some sections of tires in front of me that I talk about every day in my class. So real fast, I wanted to plug that. We do a class every day here at our terminal in Springfield, Missouri. We talk about all sorts of different things maintenance related on your equipment, and the equipment changes a lot over time. So even if you've got a lot of experience, I really encourage you to come check this class out from time to time. We do it every day here in Springfield at 1 o'clock. And we also do it at Pittston and Salt Lake on Thursdays at 1 p.m. also. But right here, I've got 4 tires in front of me, and I wanted to go over some simple common issues that we see on these tires that the drivers sometimes are misinformed about. So right here, first of all, I've got a steer tire, and this steer tire has some wear over on this side of it. So if you put your tire gauge down right here on this tire, it's going to show 1/32 of tread, and a lot of drivers think they've got a big problem here. They think there's an issue that could get them put out of service at a weigh station or give them a ticket. There's not an issue on this tire yet. We don't have anything to worry about yet because that is not a major tread groove. So it's important to differentiate what is and what is not a major tread groove on these tires. If it's not a major tread groove, we don't need to put a tire gauge on it and measure it. So how do you know what the difference is? Easiest way is to go to the middle of any tire. Go to the middle of the tire and find the nearest tread groove to the middle of the tire. So either of these grooves right here would qualify. They're both major tread grooves. And now that we've defined what a major tread groove is on this tire, we know all the other major tread grooves on this tire are going to look just like that. So this tire has 4 major tread grooves and only 4. These are called decoupling grooves. They can wear off and be gone. That's okay. We don't need to be concerned with that as long as no metal is showing anywhere on the tire. Second tire we have right here has a lot of irregular wear, but it's only on one side of the tire. If you start over here on this side of the tire, it looks awesome. There's no wear over here at all. It's just as you transition over to this side, you start to see a lot of wavy, irregular wear. If you put your tire gauge down anywhere on this tire, the lowest tread that shows anywhere is going to be right here at 6/32. So at the end of the day, this is okay to use. You've got enough tread left, even though it looks kind of wonky and it's irregular, it's okay to keep on rolling down the road. There is something that's causing this, but it's nothing that we need to be concerned with. There's not an alignment issue here. There's not a suspension issue here. There's not an air inflation issue here. This is just how tires wear on trailers. You see more wear on the inside of trailer tires than you do on the outside. The reason is that's causing that is your axles are a little flexible. There's a little bit of flexibility there. You look at a flatbed trailer when it's empty, it's not flat, it's got a hill to it, right? When you load it up with 50, 40,000 pounds, whatever, it flattens that out. And the point is, it's designed to carry that weight. It's designed to flex back and forth. And your trailer axles work the same way. When they're empty, they're straight. When you load them with 40,000 pounds, they start to sag just a tiny little bit. You can't see it with your naked eye, but it's there. There's a tiny little sag there. And when you bring that out to the tires start cambering in. So you've got more weight on the inside of that trailer tire than you do on the outside, which eventually is going to lead us here. This is roughly 60,000 miles worth of wear on this tire. So this doesn't happen overnight. It takes a long time to get to this point. If you still have, 6/32 on the tire anywhere at the lowest point, this tire is going to be okay to keep on rolling with. Third one right here is a tire that you should have on your tractor. You should see this tire in some form on your tractor. This is called the Michelin Energy tire. So we switched this tread design out about a year and a half ago. Michelin updated it. This particular tread design is not one that you'll see anymore, but the rubber compound and what this tire is made out of is really what makes the tire important, and it is also what is causing this damage that you see on this tread. So first of all, if you put your tire gauge down anywhere on this tire, right here is going to be the lowest point, and it's pretty hard to see even the tread groove right here. There's a lot of damage where the rubber has been chunking out, but even right there, it's showing me 5/32 of tread. So well above the 2/32 minimum. You still have 3/32 that you can burn through on this tire. It's still good to keep on using. The reason we're seeing this damage on Michelin Energy tires is it's got a really soft rubber compound. And we want that. That soft rubber compound is giving us much better fuel mileage. It's pretty much the best tire you can choose when it comes to fuel mileage. But the drawback with that soft rubber is that it wears a little bit faster and it damages easily. You get chipping and chunking anytime you hit a pothole or damage in the road. So this is what you're going to be looking at towards the end of the life of Michelin Energy tires. The updated tread design, the new tread design that we've got, we see this a little bit less. But my point here, what I'm really getting to is that it's okay. We don't need to worry about it. And we want to keep this tire on our truck for as long as possible. It's not ready to come off yet. We want to keep it around because right now this tire is getting us the best fuel mileage that it has so far. And it's going to keep on getting better and better and better. Tires get better and better fuel mileage as they wear down. So the best fuel mileage you're going to see out of this tire is going to be the last day it's on your truck, which should make you want to keep it around for as long as you can. This fourth one right here, you know, I've got a game here. What I'm playing here really is one of these tires, one of these four tires is out of service. There's something on this tire that is not okay. So these three tires, you know, I'll have things that drivers see and are concerned about, but they're not issues. This tire has something on it that drivers don't think is an issue a lot of the time, but it'll actually get you put out of service if you get pulled into a weigh station. So there's a hole right here on the shoulder. And the first thing that we think of when we see a nail hole on a tire, there's where the nail went in, is an air leak. We've got an air leak on this tire. We better deal with that fast or we're going to have a flat tire. So you're listening for an air leak here? Nothing. Do you spray some soap water on that to see if bubbles are coming out, to see if you have any air leak at all right here? And still nothing. There's no air leak. Don't get brave right here if you're not at a shop yet. Get to a shop before you pull this nail out of this tire. If you pull the nail out, it's got an air leak and you're not sitting outside of a shop somewhere, we're looking at road service. So try to get to the shop before you yank it out. But when you finally yank it out, in this case, still nothing, no air leak. You can see the back side of this tire here. The nail went in right here. You should puncture through somewhere on the back side right here, right? But it didn't. This nail wasn't long enough to actually go through the tire. So you never have an air leak. That's never going to be a problem right here. A lot of drivers pull this nail out, no air leak, they think it's fine. And we see that same thing a lot at truck stop shops. They turn us away and say that we're okay as long as there's no air leak here. And they are wrong. They're dead wrong about that. This is going to be an issue that will put us out of service because that nail went down far enough that it hit some metal. And anytime you have cords exposed, metal exposed on a tire, it's going to be an immediate out of service because that metal is going to start rusting and corroding. And once that begins, once that process starts, it's like a cancer inside the tire. All that rust needs to build more rust is more metal. So it's going to consume the entire metal on the inside of the tire from the inside out. This will be the only damage that you see on this tire, but here in a couple of months, it's going to blow up. The rust is going to weaken to the point it can no longer hold that air inside the tire and it's going to fail and you're going to have a blowout. So be mindful of this. When you pull the nail out, there's no air leak. That's a good thing, but we may still have a headache here that we need to address. A couple of ways that you can find metal in this tire. Number one, you can shine a flashlight, see if you see anything shiny. If you see something shiny, it's not rubber. We need to be concerned about that. And then the other way is to put a tire gauge or an awl or a needle of some sort down in the hole and move it around a little bit. You want to be careful. You're not trying to create more damage here. You can if you're not careful. If you really shove it in there and are forceful with how you're doing this, you can find metal. You'll eventually get there. But the idea is you're just putting this in the hole and moving it around a little bit and listening for a clicking. You can hear that clicking in there. That isn't rubber. Rubber doesn't make that sound. And we know there's an issue here that we need to get resolved. So we need to get this to a shop to get it repaired, and then it'll be okay. But we've got to get that done as soon as possible. Thank you all.